Many years ago, my husband and I rented a semi-detached house in an old part of town. The house itself was old. The front staircase was large, with a beautiful curving banister. The back stairs led to the kitchen from what was once the servants' quarters at the rear of the house. It was obviously once a home of wealth, but now just a cheap rental. With 4 bedrooms upstairs, it allowed us to rent out a bedroom to friends to help with the rent. The downstairs became a great big play area for our little daughter and her friends who would come to visit. Our days were filled with delightful play, and with each new experience my little Lily became more expressive, trying to converse like a big girl in her sweet, childlike voice. We hadn't lived there for more than a few months when things began to get weird. First, it was the basement door. It was a small wooden door, hand-built, off the dining room. For some reason, it would open on its own. We just chalked it up to an old house settling and didn't think much of it. But it was worrisome, as I was concerned that it would open and Lily would try to wander down to the basement steps on her unsteady toddler legs. We finally put a lock on it. There were also things happening in the kitchen. Stuff would be moved around. Especially a lot of cutlery would end up on the floor. We never heard things fall, but stuff just wound up on the floor some mornings. Beside our bedroom was a little room we thought was perfect for Lily. It had a big window, large closet for baby stuff, and just enough room for a crib and rocking chair. Lily seemed comfortable in her nursery. It started at night. Lily would wake up yelling, not crying, yelling, "Mummy, Mummy, man in my room!" I would race to her room. She was clearly frightened, but I would see nothing. We would have a cuddle, then put her back to bed. For several nights it was the same thing, yelling about a man in her room. What a strange nightmare! Until one night, when I ran to the room, my daughter's eyes were wide with terror. The room was empty, but cold. It was late summer, the nights were still warm, but her room was frigid. I gathered her up in my arms and took her to bed with me. The next morning I inspected Lily's room. 2 large fist-size holes had appeared in one wall. It was cold in the room, but when I approached the damaged wall, it was really cold. I removed everything from that room and closed it up. All strange occurrences in the house stopped after that. We moved a short while later. If you've enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.